It's showtime, folks.
The Bauer Show.
News team, assemble!
This is The Bauer Show.
Please refrain from discussing or engaging in any sort of inter-office or finger. Let's get this going.
The Bauer Show is live now. This is The Bauer Show.
Welcome everybody to your Friday. Yes, it's a Friday, not just a Friday. It's a Friday on a Memorial Day weekend in this coronavirus world. So that means you get to spend time in your family room instead of the living room with your family. Welcome to May 22nd, 2020 and Beer Half Full Bauer. I am Bauer. Welcome to a frosty mug of optimism that we try to bring to you every single day here. That's where we try to give you a little something to smile about, something to smile at, something. Now we're back to normal. like my flub ups here on the show as well. And this is the point in time of the show where I like to tell you ahead of time, there's one part of the show today is going to make you reach for your mouth hole. Not in stun, kind of partially amazement, maybe more towards a phantom pain of some kind, but it'll be worth a smile at the end of it all. I guarantee you that. And I advise you to log on to thebauershow.com. That's the home for this very podcast, as well as other podcasts, audio podcasts. Like we're doing a Mount Rockmore Memorial Day edition, going back to where hair metal started in the early 80s. We're also going to have another version of Still Real to Us, the wrestling podcast, and the Bauer Show edition, all of that. Listen, we don't stop. I mean, technically, I'm taking the day off on Monday from Beer Half Full Bauer for Memorial Day, but we don't stop producing podcasts around here, folks. So it's there for your listening pleasure, and it's here for your listening pleasure at thebauershow.com, at thebauershow.com. And while you're there, hit our shop up. Pick up a little something for a friend or family member, or keep in mind, Father's Day is right around the corner. We might have some big news coming up around Father's Day, and there's some shirts available, including the Dad's Home podcast shirt, which is also at, you guessed it, thebauershow.com. All right, starting off today with a little coronavirus Twitter logic. This one comes to us from a mom who makes a very clear point here. It's not you, it's me. We're just in two different places in our lives right now. We don't want the same things. I'll always love you and cherish the time we had together. My kids. Mom, stop being weird. Yeah. Everybody's kind of had that conversation in their head, haven't they? If you've got kids at home, you've had that conversation in your head at least once. Trust me. I've had it 3 times in the past 24 hours, probably. Right around then. As soon as the girls start yelling at each other. And it happens. Listen, Lucky's a saint. I love her to death. She's fantastic. But man, can those kids yell. It's what happens. They're kids. They're trapped. They've been trapped for months now. All right, now you've been excited about the thought of wherever you are getting ready to go back and go eat outside again, right? To go out to either an open air restaurant place, or maybe you've got a dining facility you've been wanting to go to. Well, in New Jersey, you still can't go into restaurants yet, but you can create, clearly, as some inventive people have, your own dining out experience, as the case may be here. Look at this. Across the street from the restaurants, but still in the back of a truck for their picnic. You got a table back there?
Talk about dining al fresco. How cool is this?
This is about as cool as you can get.
How cool is this? And it's a much nicer night than the last time you guys did this.
Last time?
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to stay here and torture you. But how cool is this? I love that you guys do this.
Oh, is that where it's from?
I mean, look at that. They've got the wine. They got the glasses. They've got the atmosphere right across from the beach.
Oyster Bay. Good job.
Now,
did they just start doing takeout?
Now, look, here's the thing about this all. We could be doing that regardless of the restaurants being closed, right? We could do that. I could technically do that right now, driving over to a beach. That looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't have a truck, but if I had a truck, I could take that over to the beach and do the exact same thing. I think it's inventive at this time. I think it gives you that opportunity to do the takeout portion of things. We just usually take it home, go out on our deck, and eat outside in the backyard by the pool. That's how we usually do it. They're doing it in the back of their truck, and I like that portion of things, especially as things are starting to warm up around here. All right, creativity, top notch when you're in this coronavirus world. This guy's a grandfather, which makes me feel old. because I'm not, but look at the kind of shape this dude's in. B, look at the creativity he came up for his grandkid. A roller coaster in his backyard. Look at that. That's no grandfather. Complete with sound effects and everything. How awesome is that? I can barely get dishes washed at my house. And that guy's running back and forth after having created against his fence a roller coaster made out of wood. So like an old school roller coaster, not even one of the newfangled ones, for his grandson to ride around on. Man, do I feel lazy. Who remembers this movie? Because it leads us to our final video of the day here. That's when Dwayne Johnson, you know him as The Rock. You've probably seen him in a couple of action movies. Well, before he got those great movies, he had a contract with Disney. And a part of that contract with Disney was to play the Tooth Fairy, where he was a hockey player who dies in, I think, I'll be honest, I never saw the movie, and then takes on a Tooth Fairy role, or maybe he just takes on the Tooth Fairy. Point is, he's a hockey player, so there's the thoughts of knocking teeth out, and then he's also a Tooth Fairy. These are the real Tooth Fairies. Well, at least, the kid on the right here is the real Tooth Fairy, or relatively close to it, as he does something wonderful for his little brother.
I'm going to knock out my brother's tooth, string tied to his teeth, or his tooth.
All right, now, first of all, I want to highlight one important thing. Technically, I'll highlight two, but number one, that is a very large string to tie around a child's tooth. I don't know how they did that. Two, I tried to do something very similar with Lucky Lou, my daughter, earlier this year, where she had a loose tooth down almost the same exact place this kid's got one. I tried to just wrap with a knot, some dental floss around that tooth, and then close the door to slap. Yeah, I couldn't get the dental floss to stay on the tooth at all. So I don't know how you get a rope that size around a tooth, but that part of it's not important. What is important is what happens next.
Take a slap shot and knock it out.
The kid's excited about a tooth going away, and then brother goes, whoa, check that out.
Did it come out? Yeah, it did!
And here's the proof. By the way, when Lucky's tooth came out, not that same reaction at all. Not the smile, not the excitement, not the scream of happiness mixed with a little bit of torture from your brother doing a slap shot to knock your tooth out of place. But welcome to the coronavirus world. We're all in here. Look at that smile. Congratulations to him. Which is, by the way, I want to highlight the fact that Lucky did not have that reaction as part of the reason why the Tooth Fairy now brings her about $20 a pop for a tooth. It's a very inflated rate. For as far as I can tell, it's a very inflated rate for tooth fairies these days. I'll have to check with my Tooth Fairy union, but I think that's the case. All right, that's it for us. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. If you get a chance to hang out with family, please, as close as you can without being concerned about coronavirus stuff, give them a hug. Enjoy them. Enjoy spending time with them. We're going to have a wiffle ball tournament. Actually, I think a home run wiffle ball tournament in my backyard over the weekend, which my 13-year-old daughter, Charlie, is crushing me at right now. I can't seem to catch up for my life. So enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your family. Get out and enjoy a little bit of the sunlight if you've got some this weekend. Until Tuesday. We won't be back on Monday, but until Tuesday, see ya. Make sure you do your homework and tell at least 3 friends about the Bauer Show podcast. Get in on the conversation or start a whole new conversation at the Bauer Show Facebook page, facebook.com/Bauer Show. And follow us on Twitter. Hit us up anytime. The conversation is there 24/7 on Twitter at the Bauer Show.